You know what time it is? Red Zone Rant, we're live, let's get it. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. CST, bringing the heat. You ready? You ready? Step in the booth, it's a lyrical race. Red Zone Rant, we own the space. Ain't no holding back, turning up the flame. Opinion so hot, chill in your name. Topics that matter, streets on our backs. Spitting truth bombs, no time for acts. In the zone, we're live with the team. Red Zone Rant, it's a passionate dream. Every heartbeat, every tone is supreme. Join the movement, unravel the scheme. In the zone, where we ignite. Every Wednesday night, keeping minds in sight. Red Zone.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Red Zone Rant Wednesday edition. Because, you know, we are on Sundays, but today is Wednesday, so we're here. What's up, everybody? Chad? Oh, you still got your Trump squash.
Yeah, I'm here, though, bro.
I love your...
yesterday.
We have Jair too slow for the Vikings. How's it going, Jair?
Oh, you know, I just like working for less pay.
There you go. Like working for taking a beating.
I love me some Lamar Jackson. We're cardinaling it back up one more time.
One more time.
Hey, like $4 million ain't enough, man. I don't need $20 million. I'll just play for $4.
Yeah, fuck it. I guess he just wants to throw it in our face. I don't really know. I don't understand it. You get offered. I think we offered him $8 million. I mean, it was half of his contract. I think they offered him half of his contract, but he didn't want to. I guess he just didn't want to take the heat. I think
he didn't want to be there, bro.
I think it's Goody. Yeah, Goody makes his. He makes him not want to be there.
Goody probably made the right decision.
Man, that Goody. I'll tell you what about that Goody. Let me tell you something about Goody. I liked his dad more than I liked him. He was a hell of a coach up at the University of Minnesota. I like me some John Gutekunst, not no Goody. Oh man.
No,
That's why I gotta go to John Harbaugh. I gotta go to John. I gotta go another John. What can I say?
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. That's exactly what it is, man. Goody's the guy that when he knows he's done with the guy, he makes sure it's known, and that's it.
Well, Goody never played in the NFL. None like me. I was a shutdown corner for 2-3 years. I shut down Justin
when he's
Jefferson.
out
That's
there.
what I did.
When he's out there, when you are out there, you are a shutdown corner. Yeah, for a fact, 100%. When you're out there, you are. Very seldom.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you what. I'm getting my term life insurance together. I got my insurance policies all in order. So I only need to play half the season, and I'm gonna take your Green Bay money. Joe from Sheboygan, pay up, baby.
That's right. Oh, what's up, Jason? Welcome to the show, bud. Go Pack, go. Jason's a good Packer fan. I wonder what do you think of Jair leaving, bro? He's signing with the Ravens. What do you think about it? I haven't talked to him since then. Hopefully he'll answer. Let's see. Anything else happen, man? I've been like I had one of those weekends and I don't recall anything other than I did hear that is it true that what's his name is wanted for murder? Antonio Brown.
That's true. South Florida. Yeah. That is true.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that fool has not been the same since he got hit by Vontaze Burfict in that playoff game.
Yeah. Yeah, how about a 1-year deal for $4 million in incentive? Glad Goot didn't honor it. Yeah, no, but he offered him $8 million. He still took that was the offer. It was like $8 million. And he didn't want to play for that, but he'll play for $4 million. I don't get it.
Man, Shelly and Sheboygan just didn't want to pony up any of her cookies. That's why we didn't get my $17 million. Shelly and Sheboygan needs to give up some of that pie. Because if Shelly gave up that pie, I'd be still back there wearing the 23 for green and gold. That's what I'd be doing.
I mean, to be fair, Jair, you didn't do much for us. I mean, you missed 10 games the last 2 seasons. Each I
collected paychecks. That's what I did. I knew the route to that credit. I knew the route to the Packers credit union. I signed that check and I put it in the account. Bang,
make
bang.
Sure the check's good at the end of the week. Let's go.
That's right. Don't even think from Steven's point isn't going to be putting in his 401k to pay my salary. Hell no.
Oh man, yeah. We can poke fun at it now, but it sucks, bro. I mean, I was hoping he was going to be here, but whatever the writing on the wall was, I guess he was gone, and he just didn't know. Because I guess they were trying to do a deal. They were trying to get him to sign for a deal. Then they were going to trade him to Buffalo. They had a deal with Buffalo if they could get him to sign that contract.
Man, I ain't playing all that snow. You gotta be I just played Green Bay for a year. Why the hell I ain't playing Buffalo?
He didn't want to go from cold to cold. He didn't want to go from cold to cold.
I want to go to Baltimore, and in the offseason, I want to show Angel Reese how to do more of those me bounds. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to show her how to do the me bounds.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot 2 of 9 from the field and get 8 of my own rebounds on my own misses. What?
Yeah. Let's see. 14 games he played last season, which is 7 games. Yeah, no, bro, it sucks. And if you go back for 3 seasons, bro, he missed like 7 games 3 seasons ago. I mean, he's missed like 20-some games in just the last 3 seasons. It's just,
but when he's
all right, Jason, then you go and Jason, you go and try and cover Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. Why don't you get off of your butt and you try covering them?
Well, here's a little interesting tidbit. The 7 games he played in last year, the first 7, Xavier McKinney benefited from him being there. He had 7 interceptions. And and then once he left, he only got I think 1 or 2 more. Or no, he got 5 interceptions, and he got 2 more for the second half of the season. So he had 7 total, but the first 5 were in the first 7 weeks that Jair was there. That tells you how much Jair swung, And that
I'm a hater. I just don't want Xavier McKinney getting any bonuses. That's why I left. That's why I went to Baltimore. No more bonuses for you, Xavier. You're my man, but sorry.
What's up, Fools Go Lions? What's up? Fools Go Lions.
Who is that? John Doran. It's got to be John Doran.
Yes, what's up, bud?
It's your daddy, Chad. It's your daddy.
It's your daddy.
What's up, Doran? How you doing, man?
Hey. It's your daddy.
Yeah, he came to troll you, Chad. Be prepared.
Well,
Eric, you can do my light work.
What's good, Greg? Here's backup for you, Chad. You got a Lions fan here. Like, what's up, Greg? How's it going, bud?
Wait. I only like fans. I don't like homers.
Hey, Greg's a good fan, bro. Why? You think he's a homer? Greg, are you a homer?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Sometimes he is. He thinks his team's better than it really is. I mean,
it's
that's
a big boy league. NFL's not for long. That's for sure, Jason. And look, bro. I mean, do you think you're going to feel it? Because honestly, he hasn't been there for 10 games. We found other ways to get by without Jair, and we've accepted it. So
you guys did really good, but beyond what anybody thought you could do.
But if you notice, towards the end of the season, that when actually Alexander thought he was getting healthy and stuff, we were game planning with him in there. He was practicing a day or 2, and then he would have rest, and then he wouldn't play. And I think LaFleur got so pissed off because they're game planning with him in there. And then they got scrapped and go to Plan B. And towards the end of the season, we couldn't do that, and that's why I think that's another reason why he's not here.
I blame it on Packer ownership.
I guess that would create some shit if you kept thinking he was going to play and then he wasn't.
Yeah. And honestly, good game plan.
I was like, why didn't they just IR him? He took up a roster spot the whole year. He never went on IR until I'm like, what the fuck? Why not just IR him?
And the thing, yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like at Valentine, he's really balling out. I mean, he's actually been really good. I mean, I like him better than fucking Lions Arnold. I like him better than him. You know what I mean? For a 7th round pick, this dude's good, doing really good. And they got King coming in too. And King's coming up. He's been really balling out past, towards the end of last year and in camp this year. So.
And this is a good point, Greg. Goody learned from the Bakhtiari debacle. I mean, that really was a big fucking problem for us.
Exactly.
Dude, can we name 5 better cornerbacks when healthy in the NFL?
Well, no, bro, not actively right now. I mean, maybe
you can't. When healthy,
I mean, he's in there, bro. He's in there.
So are you gonna save him for the playoffs? I mean, you can't do that,
I mean, no, he hasn't been in the playoffs. That's just
I'm saying. If you keep him
in the playoffs, and the playoffs, we didn't even have.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can only think of 2, and that's Jalen Ramsey and Sauce Gardner. Those are the only 2 off the top of my head.
Right.
But I know there's more, but I mean he's up there. Minimum top 10. Minimum top 10.
Yeah, minimum top 10. sure.
Giants, I'd rather get our young guys a lot more, get them playing. They're ready.
Whatever.
They
So
got to
it's-
shine.
Hey, Jair told me to tell you as well. I was not going to the New York Giants. I'm telling you that right now. There's no way I was going to the New York Giants. New
wasn't going
York
to
Giants
Giants.
are a loser team. I don't care how much money you giving me. You don't got an offensive line. I ain't going to the Giants. So,
Hey, Robert.
Eric, I'm sorry. I ain't going to the Giants.
Yeah.
Hey,
Robert.
I guarantee you the Giants might be better than the Lions and get 8-9 wins.
You can
But I
win.
didn't sign with the Lions. I signed with the Ravens. Thank you very much.
Yes, he
No,
did.
this dude bit. No. He bet 2 people the Giants will finish with a better record than the Lions this season. He's got 100 on each bet, and he's just crying.
He will
Crying about what?
About you about to
Losing
lose
$200.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You about to
okay.
lose them hundies, then them hundies are coming in my pocket, not yours.
We'll see.
Oh, John
Again,
Dorn is a
got
better
same
corner than
energy.
Jair. He said, I said it.
If
Hey, listen up, Greg Rice. I don't know this John Dorn fella, but I promise you, I can shut down Justin Jefferson better than John Dorn. I can shut him down better. John Dorn is probably having a tin of Kodiak and a pack of 40 OE in the background. There's no
Why
way
you
he's
picking
covering
on-
Justin Jefferson the way I can.
Why are you picking on
Now, if
John
I drink as
Dorn?
many White Claws as Chad, I guarantee you I can cover better than you.
Until now, John was being nice to everybody. Why the fuck are you fucking with John Dorn? Why rile him up?
But
I'm not around. My Jair is though. This is Jair's message to
Jair.
John
He's
Dorn.
Jair, bro.
Okay, I am Jair's
yeah,
guy, so I'm just letting you know from Jair. We don't care about you, John Dorn. You are fool's gold, and I'm going to the Baltimore Ravens.
only fool's
Yeah.
gold is the Lions. That's the only place. That's the only place can say fool's gold.
That's right.
It's been proven that they're fool's gold, and it's gonna stick there just like the same old Lions because they haven't done shit that we already haven't done.
Patented cut is this. John's patented diss on the line.
But, bro, say a fool's gold lion fits, bro. And I'm going to
It does.
tell you why.
All right,
You guys
I'll
were-
go with that.
The number one team, you guys were picked by every expert last year to win it all, and then you fucking choked. You blew
Another
it
thing-
against the 6th seed, bro. I mean, you fucking laid an egg, and that is why it's fool's gold. You think you got something, but you really don't.
I mean,
And
look
that's
at the
okay.
players that you guys brag
Blame
up.
it all in one
Yeah,
year.
bro,
Rob.
he's good. What's he doing in a big playoff? He fucking fumbles the ball.
Bro.
And fucking,
It's not just 1 year. You could say in that the NFC Championship game against the 49ers, the first half.
Well, that
he
was Ben Johnson's fault.
24
You
That was
own
Ben
them.
Johnson's
Johnson.
fault. Wait, whoa. That was Ben Johnson's fault. Now it's a Bears problem.
Bro.
No,
One
that
was Ben
Dan
Johnson's
Campbell's
fault in the NFC
It was Dan
Championship game.
Campbell's fault.
It was Dan Campbell's fault.
Dan-
Definitely was Dan Campbell's
Exactly,
fault.
bro. Exactly. That's funny.
You guys all
Mike Kneecap's got you guys in a lot of trouble,
No
man.
wonder no Lions fans come in here but me.
You guys can't handle the truth. That's the thing. You guys can't handle the truth. Just like your offensive line. You think you're going to go out there and have one of the top offensive lines starting out the bat? You're not going to have
No.
a good offensive line off the bat.
Did I say that, John?
Tucker showed his age. Last year, he showed his age. He fucking had 8 sacks last year, 31 pass.
This
Pressure's
motherfucker
loud.
reading off a notepad and shit. John,
Bro,
don't
Yeah,
he-
my help.
he's got
I do
stats.
my
There you
homework.
are, John.
But hey, John, the thing that the Lion fans are clinging to is the rookies that they don't know anything about. That's the guys.
Well,
you
they
know?
got that Mahogany.
Well,
he played 2
Mahogany
games.
and,
At least we
he
have
did
hope.
play good. He did play good in 2 games, but he played against
Ratledge.
Yeah,
Who did he play against? You know what I mean? 2 games.
Mahogany.
Oh yeah, that's
And
I mean,
Ratledge. And Tate Ratledge.
How do you
And
replace a guy
Mahogany,
who's only
yeah.
given up was it 6 sacks in 7 years? He's only given up 6 sacks.
6 sacks. Dude, you'll never see that again.
And then
How
Glasgow.
do
The best
replace-
center probably to ever play in the NFC North in maybe the
Right.
NFL.
Hey,
But I'm
slow down
just
on
saying.
the White Claws, Chad. Slow down on the White Claws, buddy.
But
The
Glasgow.
best center ever.
He went downhill.
No,
Look,
in the North?
he was actually
Okay,
playing for
Get
his
that
job
right.
I'll give you that.
until Ragnow retired.
I mean, does Ragnar count as another great player that just retired from the Lions, like Megatron and Barry?
Dude, no. Let me let you know what happened.
Hang
Hang on.
Oh, he
You
put
guys
him in
know
there?
what happened? Ragnar retired. He sold his house on Lake St. Clair for $800,000. It's worth well over $1 million. He just sold it. Bragnow just dipped.
Yeah, but right now you can't blame
He
the
went
guy,
back to
man. That guy-
Minnesota because that's where he's from.
You can't blame it.
He did. He just dipped, man. He
has
sold.
Chad, he has permanent fucking turf toe. Permanent. The past 2 years,
I know.
He's one of the toughest goddamn players that's out there that played for you guys.
Oh, thanks for the line compliment, by the way.
But I'm just saying, I'm just telling you the truth. That's all I've been telling you guys the truth. But you guys just can't listen.
Dude, we can't replace him. We have no
replacement. Be hard.
Yeah.
He's one of the best.
I know they're going to bring. I think they're going to move Glasgow over to center, and they're putting Ratledge in Glasgow.
No, Glasgow's going to maybe be center, or he'll be alternate with the rookie.
To me, I think it's going to be between.
Hey, Greg, what do you think? Every team in the North's got a new center this year starting. Every team in the
all
North.
four.
Fucked up too,
All four teams got a new center. I mean,
who would you say is the best center?
Well, I think the Packers have a better shot because Elton's been on the team already. He's a proven player. He's just changing positions.
Well,
other than that, that's the only leg up he's got. Really.
All right, Rob. We want an honest opinion. Come on, give it to us, there, John.
What?
Who's the best center in the North?
Best center in the North? I'm going to have to say the Vikings going to have. I think got the best center right now.
That's who I would say is the runner. I mean.
Right now,
the only reason I gave it to Jenkins is because he's familiar with the offense. He's familiar with he's just moving. He's played center before, so it's going to be an easier transition for him. I think anyway. But I can be wrong.
You got to think so has Elton Jenkins because Jenkins has the same kind of pedigree too. He's played center before.
Yeah, that's what
but
I mean.
He's got to prove it all over again. No, to me, it's like,
he's got to.
I think it's Kelly only because Kelly has played exclusively center, and he's been a blocker for a 2,000-yard rusher in Jonathan Taylor. So.
Well, that's got merit. 100%. You're right. He knows how to block for.
Need more cowbell. Hell yeah.
He needs more cowbell.
But you know it's coming. Choo choo. The Packers are coming.
Right.
We're coming.
Right. The Bears or Vikings right now.
I think the Bears center is way overrated. Yeah. I think Dahlman is way overrated, and they do the whole PFF free agency stuff. That's just this year's best free agent. He was never really ranked that high as a center. I mean, Cousins sat on his ass half the season. I mean, that goes on your offensive line, right? So
no, I agree. I think it's natural position in somewhere.
They said he can be.
Let me ask you a question. How did you get a helmet big enough for Elton Jenkins' helmet head? He has a bigger head than Peyton Manning. That thing is like got its own. It's got its own weather system.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He affects the flow of the ocean. He affects the flow of the ocean with every sway.
Of course he does, because he takes the wind down because his head blocks off the left side of the field.
But
does he have like a little spinny thing on the top of his head, like you can tell which way the wind's blowing?
He should be good at center then, bro. I mean, come on. This is only good for us.
Yeah, I think you're going to need to put that kick a little to the right.
He's now in the middle. He can block the kick with his head.
He's like the kid in How So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yeah.
Look at the noggin on that kid. It's like an orange on a toothpick. Oh.
So honestly, who is better than the Packers?
What are you talking about?
No.
Who is better than the Packers?
Right now, we got to prove that we're better than the Lions. We haven't proven it yet. Right now, the Lions are top dogs.
If you're gonna be honest, we got to prove it's not just the Lions. You got to remember, 2 teams swept Green Bay in this division, being the Lions.
We only won 1 game in the division last year. We got whooped by 2 of the teams. Got swept. I mean, look. The Vikings, you guys say what you want. Everybody's like the Vikings are going to – no. I honestly, if JJ's even half a quarterback, they're still going to be a middle-of-the-road team. And if he plays good, they're going to be in the running for the division. So to think they're going to be in last place, to me, that's absurd. The Bears have definitely got that locked down.
Yeah, I think Bears in the basement, yeah. I don't believe in Cal Williams. I don't think he has it to be a franchise quarterback, but that's just me.
But
I think the
my
Bears
take,
and the Cowboys have Bears and the Cowboys have very similar yet different approaches. The Bears like signing everybody on the first day of free agency, and the Cowboys like waiting until an hour before the game to extend their franchise players before the season starts. So if either of them could work somewhere in the middle, they'd both be better teams.
I
All right,
mean,
Greg says, serious question. Anyone interested in giving Henry Ruggs a chance? I would
would.
be.
Ooh.
Look, I get it.
I don't know.
Prove it,
I
Jared.
would.
I don't know.
Personally, but everyone deserves a
Prove
I
second.
it,
give it
Jared.
a chance.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Prove it, Jared. Why not?
That's a big hill to climb right there.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. Especially when you think about what does Henry Ruggs have left to give.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
what's
think
he going to sign for?
part of it too is you gotta, with Ruggs being on the team, you gotta think about the PR move, like the Mothers Against Drunk Driving coming to every game and protesting him being on your team. It's gonna
Yeah.
be that's a tough PR one to swallow.
Yeah, him and Jacobs are good friends. Well, were teammates.
Bro,
but
it's unfortunate that the media
Yeah.
is so into everything, but I mean that's the truth of it. You nailed it, Colin. There's no way he's gonna.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's gonna be tough. I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but man, that's
I
tough.
bet he's got a couple good years left. Ruggs has a couple good years
Well,
left. Somebody gives him the
him
right.
physically having enough good years left isn't the question. The question is what team would take a chance on him. It's almost like Trevor Bauer in Major League Baseball.
We
Like,
know
it's
the
toxic. It's
Lions
almost
won't.
impossible to go.
We know the Lions.
I don't think
won't.
the Vikings don't need to.
Yeah,
Maybe the Bears. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would have to be a
We would
team
need
like
the Bears.
a team that a team that honestly I think might do it is the New England Patriots, because I feel like they have kind of a culture up there where they
Really?
can absorb some of that stuff.
So Jackson.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but
No, he'll get a job probably.
Hey,
I don't know, man.
I got a
hey, you know what? To go back to what you were saying about the Bears, I was personally of the opinion that, as it was a few years ago, if there's anything that may make or break the Bears season, it's not gonna just be the play of Caleb Williams. More so than anything, I think it's gonna be how do they look in the trenches in terms of their offensive and defensive line. Because I think that makes or breaks their season more than their QB play.
well, I think their uncertainty with the running game is still a question. I don't think DeAndre. I mean, they talk about DeAndre Swift like he hasn't been cut from two teams. Like I mean, I don't think he's nearly the running back that people think he is.
What do you have an average like? I got what's it?
Yeah.
Like 3.2 average only. I mean, per run.
Hey, is it possible this year? 2 years in a row, the North has put 3 teams in the playoffs. Is it possible this year?
100% possible.
It's more than possible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna.
I think he'll end up being two. I think he'll end up being two, but yeah, I think it could be 3.
I'm saying, yeah, I'd say 3. Like, when you look at the way every team is structured, it's more than possible that you could see for a second year in a row the North will have 3 teams in the playoffs. Like, when you look at the way we match up against every other division, the NFC North just might be tougher than the most.
But I got a question about the Bears pass rush. Who the hell do they got behind Swift? And Swift's not even that good.
Yeah.
Or
Who's
Sweat.
that?
The Bears,
Sweat,
You
I
see
mean.
this question here?
for the
You guys
Bears
see-
pass,
Go ahead.
I think they may trade with Cleveland. I think Joe Flacco might be in play. That would be a name I would look at. I know they've talked about they really like Anthony Richardson, but I mean, I don't think they would bring him. I think he would be more of a project. I mean, I think they're going to stick with McCarthy. I don't think AOC is going to put McCarthy in a position to where he needs to be the deciding factor in us winning and losing games. I think throwing the ball to tight ends, running the ball, that's where I would look.
Well, all right, let's what's your first 4 games? I know you got the Bears week 1, right? Which I think that's a win for you guys.
Bears, we play 2 games in England. We play one in England and one in Ireland. We play Cleveland in England and we play Pittsburgh in Ireland. I think that actually works to our advantage because it takes away the home field advantage for both of those
Right.
2 teams.
I got you guys going 4-1 actually before your bye.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I can see it.
No, the Bears got an easy opening schedule. They're going to lose to the Lions.
And I'm going to say this, I'm touching on this question too. Who gives up on their starting quarterback after 4 games? I mean, unless
no
he's
one
fucking
does.
shit in the bed so bad that it's
10th
fucking,
overall pick. There's no way. There's no way.
Caleb Williams, he was in the bottom 5 of most categories offensively last year. He played the whole year. So
I ain't supposed to say anything. When I got ties in the Green Bay Packers, a friend of mine of a friend of mine of a friend of mine of a friend of mine,
A friend of a friend of a friend.
of the other friend has told me that Clifford is going over to the Vikings.
Uh-oh. Clifford.
Is that Tom from Toma? Did Tom from Toma tell you that? That's bad. Yeah. That's bad info. Tom from Toma needs to lay off the hash pipe.
Clifford for MVP. John Dorn said it first.
What's that?
If I wanted a washed-up Penn State quarterback, I'd call Christian Hackenberg up.
Yeah, I don't see the Bears running game that they're like, oh, we had 900 yards. You know, they had a 900-yard rushing game.
Okay.
Dude in the north, they don't.
Tell you what. How's this for a question? I think I've seen this on the NFL when they talked about the Bears offense, how many points per game. What average points per game do you think the Bears will average this year?
22.
The offense.
22.
17.
Come on, bro. They didn't even
No,
average
17.
17. I'm closer to that. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's a Ben Johnson offense. What do you? I don't know. I mean, we all know what it could be, but I mean, do we think the Bears?
It's a Ben Johnson offense, but not a Ben Johnson offensive line. And you still don't know what you've got at that quarterback. I don't care what anybody says. The last part of Caleb's career at USC, he was terrible.
Well, see,
and they weren't playing against hard teams.
Yep. And one thing about it, Ben Johnson's going from a tier 1 team to a fucking tier 2 team, and try to make that work.
They're a tier 3 team. They're last place team.
And then try to do trick plays with that. I mean, they're going to get intercepted. It's going to get fucking fumbled. I mean, this is going to be a mess, man. I'm telling you.
Are they going to hand the ball off to Eric Kramer?
Yeah. Hey, did you guys see Rasul Douglas's tweet on this comment? He's asking about what's up with Rasul Douglas. He commented, what's going on? He goes, they got Bo Melton. So they don't think they're signing him because we got Bo Melton.
Yeah, one thing about Bo Melton, he's got a contract where Rasul Douglas don't.
No, you don't. We're not re-signing Rasul. I'm sorry.
No, he's washed up.
You think we should? I don't think so.
Nope. He's washed up.
Let's admit it. Ben Johnson's going to be interesting in Chicago. It will be interesting.
Yeah, because Chicago don't have the talent that he had in Detroit. And I don't know what he's going to do to make
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's going to be interesting.
Gallup can't process shit fast enough. I can see it. I seen it up in his college thing. I said,
Dude, we all know he only does one read and throws.
Yeah.
I mean, part of me wants to see JJ torch the Bears week 1. I mean, I want to see you light them up and fucking just demoralize them, you know. But then another part of me is like, I don't want to see you guys do that. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we don't.
Again, I don't think
confidence.
I don't think, again, KOC is a smart coach. I don't think he's going to put it all on JJ. I think by getting Jordan Mason, I think re-signing Josh Oliver to a long extension, I think getting them those interior, smaller pieces, I think is going to help really set the table for him to gain his confidence before he can lose it.
And like John said, they don't have a big pass rush, so you might be all right there. I mean,
yeah,
you know, JJ will be safe.
What is Swift? Like 5.5 sacks.
Even if they do get to
it, Minnesota did the best. They really did rebuild that O line.
I mean, tell you too, I think the Bears need Cedarius Smith more than Lions do. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You know, I think they need Marcus Davenport. The Bears need them some Marcus Davenport. I'll tell you what.
Will not be worse than 5 wins. They don't have to be
worse than what.
I know, that's what I said.
They'll be in last.
5 wins.
Yeah, okay, you win 6. Fine, you win 6 games, but you're still in last.
There you go.
Sorry,
you get 6 games. I'll give you one more. Because you got a new coach. He gets you an extra win.
No, Lions are really smart. He would go get both Preston and fucking Cedric Smith. So you got the Smith brothers along with Hutchinson. Now, that'd be a pretty nice.
Dude, Darius is still out there, bro. I think the Lions are going to sign him.
Cedric and Preston are out
There
there.
you go, Jason. You're right about
So
that.
you can cut Davenport. You can cut Davenport. You can actually bring in a
Yeah.
guy who actually does
think
play
I
for a
cut
guy
him.
who doesn't.
He's so affordable with the contract, the deal that be healthy.
Why waste a roster spot on
The
a
Bears are
player?
Toyota Tercel. The Bears are Toyota Tercel.
Hey, Chad, you do realize you got like 27 players that are over 28 years old that's got to start getting replaced here soon? I'm just saying, man.
Thanks for the good news, John.
We only got 3.
Okay.
I like the Mason pickup for the Vikings as
They
well.
got a bunch of little babies.
Yeah,
Isaiah Rogers was a good pickup.
Yeah.
And the Vikings did some shit in the offseason, bro, to get ready. They only had 4 picks.
Dude.
They spent their money. They beefed up.
They did.
Quietly.
They had 4 draft picks, Rob. They had 4 draft
picks. Turned it into 5, but yeah.
Turned it into 5. Yeah, that's true. You guys got an extra one.
And they went all out of offseason, dude. They totally rebuilt that O-line.
And they drafted Donovan Jackson, who I think is going to be a really good pillar guard in the NFL. I think he's going to be really good.
Window is closing, John. I'm aware.
Yeah.
What about the veterans?
Last dance with Goff, huh?
Yeah, because honestly, I mean, Greg, you guys are not going to have him for next year. $69 million.
Goff is going to be around for about 2 more years, probably.
They don't have a backup plan. That's the problem. And don't tell me that Hendon Hooker is the backup plan. They don't have anything.
They
already
said he's not.
See,
that's what makes me.
And why would I tell you that?
Right?
To me, that's telling on Ben Johnson. How come he couldn't coach up their backup?
The way I look at it, when Holmes came in there, he went in there full bore, man. He wanted. I mean, he was starting great. I mean, really good. But then he started giving away all these draft picks, and because we can move up further. But now it's starting to hurt in the long run. He blew his 2 chances, the best chances. I mean, right now we went from Rodgers to Love, and so we were rebuilding kind of.
That don't count, John. You're being
he came in at the right time. When we were going from Love,
bro.
Love, it does count, dude. We got
Holmes wasn't even OC when he drafted Love.
He came in at the right time. He came in at the right time to do this. But he had a small window to get this done for you guys. And guess what? He failed.
Really?
He threw everything in the basket. Giving away fucking draft picks left and right.
All right, bitch. Welcome to second place.
I'm just telling you the truth. And you guys want to hear it. He threw everything in the basket. Every player they moved up.
Disrespectful, man. Come on.
I'll give you a 3. I'll give you a 3. You give 2 3s. You can't do that, man. You don't see good doing that.
Well, I mean, if Tesla works out, it's not a bad. I mean,
3 threes.
It's a lot, bro. But if he works out, if he ends up being something great, I mean, it's not a bad trade.
It surely is the Motor City, though, to draft a wide receiver named Tesla.
I want to apologize.
I know, right? That's so weird, man. A Tesla in a Motor City.
Tesla and Motor City.
If you want to call it out for how it was for Green Bay, that transition we did from Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love,
it was rough.
Yeah, you say it was. You would say it was a rebuild, but I look at it as more of a yes, because let's be clear about something. While we may have changed QBs, certain things on the team did not change. Like there was certain personnel that still remained. Our coaches remained. Our GM remained.
Our scheme didn't change. None of it changed.
Look, the offensive players were very young, though.
Right.
Our offensive players were very young.
And you're the best quarterback in the North.
Yeah, that first. Yeah, I'm saying that first year for Jordan Love as a full-time starter, I looked at that year as about simply a year to where it was all about analyzing and testing the waters of what you had on the team before you took a step forward.
And then we took a step back last year. Our receiving group did. Our receiving group fucking took a big step back last
What
year.
you mean
We didn't
dropping
expect it.
since? You had a bunch
Yeah.
of dropping since,
But
John.
even though we dropped them, we're still
Dude, no. Jordan Love threw dimes, and your players dropped.
Why do you think we went out and got actually 3 receivers? We went out and got Herman and Herman and
The biggest move that Green Bay, the biggest move and the most uncharacteristically good move that Green Bay made was signing Josh Jacobs. That was the biggest move the Packers have made in 15 years because he is a guy that you can predominantly run with him. And he proved his worth last year. He really did. He stayed healthy the whole year. He ran behind a good offensive line, and he was a pivotal player for the Packers. I think, again, if they use them like Kraft and Jacobs and Love, I think if they have that core, that big 3, they're going to be a better team as a whole. And I think that's what your coach, LaFleur, really wanted.
I
Because he was with Tennessee before.
Dude, Josh Jacobs isn't the second best running back in the division.
I didn't say he was the second best running back. I said it's the second best move the Packers have made at that position.
And it's his first
I'm not saying he's the second best in the
season in his career, right? Has he been healthy for a whole season?
Yeah, but he was playing. He was playing with the Raiders. The Raiders had a terrible offensive line. They had a terrible offensive scheme. And I'm not sticking up for Josh Jacobs. I'm just saying the Packers' offensive line is good. So,
Chad, who had more rushing yards last year, Lions or the Packers?
Who had more passing yards last year?
I just asked you who had more
whoa! If you want to give me a trap question, who had more
trap question?
What was the question, John? What was the question?
Who had more rushing yards?
Josh Jacobs
or
no, not just Jacobs. I'm talking about as a whole, as a running back whole, as a team.
Yeah, and who had more passing? Let's come on, equal it out, dude.
No, but we did.
I'm just saying, you guys are breaking up about your running game when we're just as good,
guys.
So is actually the Vikings.
Yeah.
We are just as good, if not better, than you guys in rushing. Take it if you want. I mean, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you straight up facts, and you don't want to hear it.
Yeah, Jason, the phantom Marshawn Lloyd that we've never seen.
You can't handle the fucking facts.
Yeah, that has yet to be proven.
Lose goals all the time. It's been proven
Jason.
over and over.
I say it every week, dude.
But even while you could make fun of the Lions, I would think I usually have my case to give them credit. Like they did just about everything right you would want to do when it comes to a team that was rebuilding when you moved off of Matt Stafford.
Bro, that last year for the Lions, it was a storybook season, bro. They've never seen their team play that good. None of us have ever seen them play that good.
I mean, 15-2.
Goff had his best season statistically. I mean,
their
team statistically had the best. I mean, they swept the division. They did everything right until the playoffs.
But let's be real, man. Some of those games, they actually,
you're right, they did. And much of and this is where one would think Brad Holmes deserves some credit. Like even while you can talk a lot about him, he has done well when it came to certain players he drafted and certain players he signed.
He's drafted really well the last 2-3 years. I got to give him credit. Yes.
When he first started out, was horrible. Drafting, he was horrible. First 2 seasons was horrible. Then last 3 years, it got a lot better.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I'm saying the last 3 years he's been great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the record shows it, bro. I mean, you look that first second year they lost the first 7 and then won the second 7.
Yeah.
Right.
God, you're dumb.
What do you mean?
They lost the first half and won the second half, and then the next year they went 12 wins, and then the next year 15 wins. They've progressed every year.
What are you talking about, dude? I'm talking about
first, second round picks, but
that's drafting. That's free agency. That's a lot of things, man.
He
built it up. He put in the coaching. Johnson and Aaron Glenn. I mean, all the pieces were there. They were supposed to win it all last year. That's what they were supposed to do.
Yeah. Now this year it's
supposed to win in the year before.
Their window's open, but it's really not open too much, man. It's open, but they're gonna have to fight for this one.
I mean,
get there.
Yeah, we gotta face the North.
The opening is that the opening might be closed because they got to pay all
you're
these
gonna-
guys.
Yeah.
We
you're
might
gonna
have
be honest
4
about-
teams in the
nobody's gonna believe
playoff,
it.
John.
What?
That's not a joke. We might have 4 teams in the playoff in the North.
No.
Oh, yeah, bro.
You're giving the Bears way too much credit.
I'm going to say this, bro, about our defense. I mean, we moved up 20 spots into the top 5. I mean, bro, it was a significant jump for our defense. But the Vikings, I thought you guys scared me more when I saw your defense actually playing out its ass. You guys completely, for all the shit you had at the beginning, I mean, the Vikings defense was more scary than anybody else.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with the Vikings defense too, like you bring in Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave to that defensive line. Now that was their weakness, was their defensive line. They only had like Harrison Phillips and then Ginkle and Grenard. Now you bring in 2 solid veterans as defensive tackles. We'll see.
Your best defensive lineman
Or-
goes to
Or
Texas.
better yet,
He needs to go to
or better yet,
Yeah.
or better yet, you can even argue that the hire of Brian Flores is what made the Vikings defense.
Oh
Yeah.
It did.
100%.
Dude. I love
And
Flores.
I've argued this with Vikings fans. I've said they need to play Brian Flores just a little bit less than Kevin O'Connell and just have it be like a Buddy Ryan, Mike Ditka situation where they're pretty much co-coaches. Like Flores is so
You're starting
keen on
to
defense.
sound like the Bears, bro, with Johnson. Oh, he's never going to leave. We're going to give him good money. He's going to be just like the coach.
Well, Ben Johnson has proven nothing, but Brian Flores has proven to be a asset as a
honestly,
defensive coordinator.
if you guys
Brian
have another
Flores
14-win
legit,
season,
bro.
he's gone. He's gone. He's going to be a coaching somewhere else next year.
I don't think he will. Maybe because he still has a lawsuit against the NFL and no owners. The owners are codgy people. They aren't going to do that. They're not going to hire a guy that has a lawsuit against the NFL.
He's legit kept you guys in it the last couple seasons with the defense, bro. He is a fucking mastermind. He is a mastermind.
I agree. But I feel like the general manager, Kwesi, with the veteran pickups that he made, he at least was putting in guys in place. And the drafting of Donovan Jackson, that interior offensive lineman from the Vikings is going to be a lot better.
Yeah, your defense too, bro. You brought in some.
Yeah.
The only question about the Vikings are secondary. I mean, to me, it's kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
You know?
Look,
I don't disagree. Well, it's unproven. It's kind of unproven.
Exactly,
I think Isaiah Rodgers was sneaky,
I agree with that.
but I think it's unproven. I still think they're going to get a veteran. I think I wouldn't rule Jalen Ramsey coming to Minnesota completely off the table.
I mean, look, Halfley moved us up 20 spots, bro. He almost got poached. He almost got poached from us at the beginning of the season, bro.
Yeah.
In the offseason here because he did so well. Everybody's like, you guys got some no-name guy that's good. How's he supposed to make your defense better? Explain it to me. We all watched it last year. Explain it to me. Jair was out over half the year. Our defense got better every year.
I watched
Ideally, 2 of the best defensive coordinators in the NFC North, and they're Brian Flores and Halfley.
I watched the Vikings drop. I watched the Vikings drop a top 5 defensive end for nothing.
Yeah.
They did.
Hunter, yeah. I mean, I would have loved to have seen them trade Hunter,
Really,
but
dude.
Grenard was an All-Pro. They pretty much traded Grenard for Hunter, and Grenard was an All-Pro, and Van Ginkel was an All-Pro.
It was cheaper too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
It was cheaper.
Van Ginkel, that's the guy I think was the biggest. I mean,
And Grenard had more sacks than Van Ginkel did. So,
really?
You bring in 2 guys like that. Wow.
Yeah.
It was impressive. I mean, Ivan Pace played really. I mean, he's a guy that not too many people talk about. This guy was a undrafted rookie free agent. That guy is a killer middle linebacker. He's not very good against the rush, but man, that guy
is affected. You're right. Van Ginkel made an effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were
definitely. And Grenard did too.
Every week, you heard their names being called. Every week.
Benenko, definitely,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even in that Detroit game, though, that hit that he put on Gibbs. Oh man,
Rudy,
that could have been a game-changing moment. He
didn't get a sack in the game, but he's the reason that the Vikings got 3 sacks that game.
Yep. And they re-signed him too. I loved it. I'm loving that they got him for another extra 2 years. So I'm liking that move big time. And people forget about Blake Cashman too. That was a really sneaky pickup as a middle linebacker as well. So
how many times do you think?
Blake Cashman.
How many times do you think Caleb Williams will be sacked this year? He was 60. He was 68. He was sacked 68 times last year.
45.
I'm going to go down, John.
48.
I'm going to go down. I'm going to say it's
48.
going to be less.
48.
It's going to be less.
Less than 60, I hope so. 45.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 45.
Yep. Right on.
Yep.
I say he stays around 60 because a lot of that was his
No,
choice.
he's not. No fucking way. Dude.
No, it'll probably be better. It'll probably be more disciplined. I'm sure
He's
Ben
gonna get
Johnson's
rid of the
not going to
ball.
be sending him out there, letting them play the first half and not doing shit. I'm sure that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and you got to remember the Bears did spend plenty of money revamping that old line.
Yeah.
Whether it was wisely or not is another story.
You put a couple band-aids that are cheap band-aids on it.
It did.
At least they got a top 10 receiver. And DJ Moore.
And then the other question to be brought out there about the Bears is, will we actually see them finally have a 4,000-yard passer?
No.
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 Not this year.
No.
They couldn't even get the tight end part right in the draft. Are you kidding me? Come on now.
Even with the extra game,
yards this year.
even with the extra game, bro, he's not going to get it, bro. They couldn't get it last year, bro. Come on.
I'm just waiting.
How did they pass up on a generational tight end talent in Ty Warren for Colston Loveland? I do not understand that. That was the biggest biff of the draft. It's going to show, too.
You're getting sued, John.
Same old Lions.
Yeah, and not only that, and not only about Colston Loveland, but one's got to think, how much of a difference is Luther Burden III going to make in their wide receiver core?
How many more receivers he got to draft? I don't get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
right?
He might make a difference. He might be a surprise.
Hey, Rob,
like,
your favorite corner just got hired by.
Like,
I mean, really, dude, the dude is like the third fastest guy in the NFL.
No way, man. I'm not. I guess you believe Ben Johnson's going to make that much of a difference. I mean, you're a Lions fan. You're entitled to. I guess.
No, I'm talking about Loveland. I think
No, I'm talking about Greg's comment. No, I know what you're talking about.
No.
I was talking about Greg's comment. 4K this year. There's no way, bro. I don't see it.
Really?
I don't understand why they don't use Cole Kmet more. I think Kmet's a good player. I don't understand why the Bears don't use him more. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Rob, Robert Rochelle just got.
Because he can't hold on to the ball.
He got picked up by who?
Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's right here. I can go watch him. I can go watch him local.
Oh, we're tight ends going to die.
Here's a question: where did the Bears ever have an offensive line? Well, I mean, we'll see, bro.
No.
But even when they did have an offensive line, he didn't fucking. He ran and got into the sack.
I think he just used the offensive line just for.
What's up, Nick? What's up? You want the link, bro? You get out? We got like 13 minutes, bro. You can get out.
Let him in.
I'm gonna, bro. I love Nick. He is a Carolina fan, a Panther fan.
Hey, Nick. I'm Jair's representative from Minnesota. Nick, let me ask you something. What do you think about me going to Baltimore? What do you think about that? Because I sure as hell didn't want to go to the Bears. So why you think you'd like me there?
Hold on, bro. He'll be out here. You'll hear his New York accent, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Here you go.
Give me a coffee and a hot dog with extra mushrooms. Here I go.
What's up, bro? What's up,
man?
Fuck Jair Alexander. Fuck Jair Alexander.
Hey, listen, Nick. Don't you tell me that. Don't you tell me that. Just because I want to play for your Carolina Panthers doesn't mean I know you would have given me more money. But I did not want to play for the Carolina Panthers.
And he's from Charlotte. Charlotte. I want him to come home.
That's right.
This motherfucker just sounds like he smoked a blunt.
He probably did. So what? What's up? Nick? How's it going, bro? How's it going, man?
Chilling. How y'all doing?
Good, bro.
We're doing good, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm doing good. I got paid.
I just had some. I harvested some stuff, so I tried it out. It was good stuff.
Yeah?
Bro, what do you think of Jair signing for $4 million?
Fuck him.
Fucking $4 million, bro. We offered him $8 million.
No, you guys probably offered him way more, right?
You know what? Fuck your Carolina Panthers too. I'm gonna shut down whoever. I'll shut down that Xavier Leggett if he could ever finish a sentence.
Jair too
Yeah,
slow
good.
for Vikings.
I know. Yeah, Jair too slow. That's Jair there, man. He's too slow for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's right. And if your
Look,
boy
Bryce
David
Young can
Leggett
do it
wouldn't
all
talk
together
like he
this year.
came right out of the country, I'll tell you what.
You think Bryce Young could put it all together this year? You think so?
Fuck no.
Probably
No.
not. We'll see.
Probably not.
I mean, you would think since he's got a new weapon in Tetarola McMillan, he should.
Yeah.
Maybe playoffs. Maybe.
We'll see how that goes.
We'll
Right.
definitely see.
I think the
I saw a clip
NFC
of
South
Jordan
is a
Love
wide
hooking
open division.
a perfect deep ball. It's Matthew Golden. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
You saw a practice rep, and now you're all high on him.
nah, there's more than that, bro. Look, OTAs and shit is just to hype the fans, bro. That's all it is. It's glorified practice. Nobody takes nothing serious till it's pad time.
Hey, I want to give J-Mo a fucking credit for not staying out of trouble this year. So,
Holy shit, that's right. We didn't hit.
He did. J-Mo was a good boy this year.
But he ain't over.
He didn't have the over-under on himself. He didn't have the over-under on Jair signing with the Detroit
Now
Lions.
you're
That's
going to
what his
back
problem
J-Mo?
was.
Hey, what was the over and under on that? What was the over and under?
Yeah. I didn't. I told J-Mo to put it on the over-under. That's all I did.
Yeah. But you can even give J-Mo some credit for having a 1,000-yard season too.
Yeah, the fluke lucky season. Come on, man.
Lucky season.
Yeah.
Whatever. He had a good season, dude.
But they're in the same position. Do they pay him? Do they pay him off one season? Do they pay him off one season?
I wouldn't. He's like Brandon Ayuk. It's like signing Brandon Ayuk to extension.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
No, J-Mo got a 50-year option.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, were you going to give him money like Ayuk got from San Francisco? I wouldn't give it to him.
No, I think they're going to give him like
getting it again.
Between about around $30 million a year, probably.
Holy shit! You would give him $30 million?
Man, I wouldn't.
You would give J-Mo $30 million bucks.
Oh my
Who
God,
would you rather
that'd
give
be such a
30
waste.
million?
That'd be such a waste.
Who would you rather give 30 million to? Jordan Addison or Jamison Williams?
Jordan Addison all day.
Jordan
Addison all day.
That clown Addison.
Jamison Williams is one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Jordan Addison is not a one-trick pony.
He runs routes. I mean, J-Mo just got speed, bro.
I mean, what are you going to do? Pay two guys to over $30 million? That's almost over 60, 65 million and two receivers? No, that ain't happening.
Yeah, you're going to do what the Bengals and the Dolphins are doing? Look at their franchise situations.
Yeah.
You invest all that money in two wide
Their
receivers and a
best
quarterback.
defensive player in the
fucked.
NFL wants to leave the fucking Bengals. He wants out.
I mean, you're going to pay Brian Branch.
And then their first-round pick don't even want to sign.
Yeah,
They're in shambles.
Yeah, their first-round pick don't even want to sign.
Branch, Hutch,
dude, J-Mo ain't a joke. You all know that.
I'm just saying, you got to pay all of them. You ain't paying all of
He
them.
ain't a joke, man. He ain't 30 million a season. I'll tell you that right now.
30 million a season.
Yeah. He ain't a joke, but he definitely ain't no 30 million.
Trade bait next year. That's what I'm saying.
They talked about trading him this year.
We exercised a 5th-year option on him, so we'll see.
Yeah, so you're going to spend that extra money, keep him for one more year. He's still cheap, and if he doesn't show out, then you cut him.
I don't know if he'd be cheap. I mean, even a 5th-year option, that's still quite a bit of money yet, man. They still got to pay Branch. They got to pay J-Mo. They got to pay
Hutchinson. That's about where he's worth. I mean, I
John
wouldn't give him
the Packers are still coming in second.
You still got to pay your golden boy $59 million next year that hasn't done shit for you.
Hey, Chad, let me ask you a question.
No,
Chad, let me ask you a question. Chad, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If the Lions are either at 500 or one over or under 500 at the trade deadline, would you trade Jamison Williams for a pick?
The Lions aren't winning 12 games this year. They'll be lucky to win 10.
Well, but I mean, that's my point. Like, if you want to get any kind of value for Jamison Williams, would you trade him at the trade deadline for somebody if they gave you like a second-round pick?
Not for a second round. I want a player too.
Why?
All right.
Hey, fellas, I gotta go. My lady getting mad.
Who do you trade him to? Who's going to take that 5th-year option on? That's my question for J-Mo. Because I agree with you.
5th-year option isn't that much, man. It's like $12 million or something.
But it's for the future though. Like if you're not going to sign Jameson Williams long term, it's almost the same thing with the Vikings with Daniil Hunter a couple years ago. Are you going to trade him knowing that you're not going to sign him to a long term extension? You want to get value for him.
Right.
J-Mo don't want to go nowhere, bro. He wants to be in Detroit. He wants to be on a real franchise.
Yeah, but you can't pay everybody.
When did Detroit all of a sudden become a real franchise? I'm sorry. When did this?
I don't know. I think about 3 years.
3 years?
3 years ago.
They're a 3-year expansion team. You can remember that.
3-year expansion team.
Anything beyond 3 years, they just.
Guess what? That 3 years is
They
up,
don't
bro.
stand. There's nothing.
They go in the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rent is getting raised now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Eric, you didn't say much. What do you think about them fools, Gold Lions?
Oh, they still suck. You already know.
Yeah, we know. Homers will homer, so that is facts. They will.
I'm going to tell Russell Wayne on you, bro.
What?
Do you think I care?
I'm going to tell Russell Wayne what you said.
Russell.
So
Wayne.
okay, I'm just curious about something. This has nothing to do with anything we're talking about right now. What in God's name happened with Rock and Steven Thomas?
Oh, that was fucking awesome, dude.
What in the hell was that?
That was just.
I need some clarification.
It was the best.
It was this guy summed shit up. You know, Rock called all them guys in that other group a bunch of babies because of the reporting on each other and all that stuff.
Yeah,
which group was this?
It's in the boom. It's the boom.
Yeah,
dude.
Come on, bro.
Anyway, Steven and Rock are friends, and he went in there and called everybody in their child, and Steve took it personal, and then they worked their shit out. They worked it out. I mean, you heard it.
I did, but I was just like, whoa, where did that come from?
Yeah, okay. they worked it out. They've been friends for a long time, and you know, it sucks seeing friends fight. So you know, they had to work it out. We all, you know, we all been there. We all been there.
Yeah,
and yes, you're right. 12 million. That's not that much, right? It's not that much. 12 million. Give me 12 million.
Yeah,
I'll play football for anybody. I may not be good at it, but I'll play 12 million.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm Jair Alexander, and I'll play too for $4 million next year in Baltimore.
Ted's actually a Packer fan, so I don't know what everybody thinks. He's
Yay, I'm a cheesehead.
I thought he's a clown too.
And a clown.
And his team has no rings.
Dude, where the fuck did that come from?
He's got a bunch. John's got a whole bunch.
There's Lions backing up with the line.
Say what you want. That pipe cleaner still got a little muscle on it.
There's Davenport's X-rays if you're interested.
Davenport's X-rays. Holy shit, he's broke.
This is Barkley's thing. Okay. Oh yeah.
The curse of the 400 carries and the cover of Madden. Holy shit, double curse.
But look. I mean, they're all first or second.
Philly's still winning that division. I don't care. Philly's still winning that division.
No, we don't get along around here, man.
Yeah.
No, we hate each other.
Yeah, that's John Dorn, bro. He's John Dorn.
Yeah, John Dorn's an asshole.
Well, he did sign me to be a quarterback.
Look, John Dorn signed, man. He signed.
Yeah.
John, I never knew you really knew how to be a towel on the quarterback's side panel there. I didn't know that's what you were.
I do sign cues for him.
Dude, John Dorn's out there with baby wipes and shit wiping your ass.
Hey,
look
at that.
Although, pay attention to the Vikings trophy case.
Yeah.
What exactly is that?
It's empty. It's not
because you got screwed.
Once upon a time, they won one Super Bowl and haven't done.
As far as the Vikings, one will say those have to be participation trophies.
Yeah, that's all.
Hey, you ever see?
We've been in the Super Bowl at least. We have been in the Super Bowl.
Hang on, everybody. John wants to talk.
No, we can't. We got to end the show. John can't talk.
I just want to show Nick and his friend, Isaac,
Aww.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for commenting. And you guys, thank you for your opinions. And we will see you next time.
Wanted to stay.
Yeah, yo, it's game time. Ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.